Morgan Bauer. 7 years missing. The evidence that finally spoke. Some disappearances don't fade because they're unsolved. They haunt because the answers are delayed. For 7 long years, Morgan Bauer's name existed in that space, not officially declared gone, but not found either. A teenage girl who traveled and vanished without a trace. A family left waiting. A case that refused to close. In July 2023, that silence finally broke. This is the full story of Morgan Bauer. What happened before she disappeared, why the case stalled for years, and how one discovery changed everything. Who was Morgan Bauer? Morgan Bauer was born in 1996. She was artistic, outspoken, and described by family as deeply emotional and searching for belonging. By her late teens, Morgan struggled with instability, including periods of homelessness and strained family relationships. These struggles would later complicate the investigation, making it harder for authorities to determine when something was truly wrong. Despite challenges, Morgan stayed in contact with loved ones. Until suddenly, she didn't. The last confirmed contact. In February 2016, Morgan was living in Georgia. Her last confirmed communication suggested she was planning to leave the area, possibly heading to Florida. Then contact stopped. No confirmed sightings. No phone activity. No financial transactions. At first, her disappearance didn't trigger immediate alarms. Morgan was an adult. She had left before. Authorities classified the case as missing, but not suspicious. Time passed. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Morgan never resurfaced. And this brought fear. Morgan's family pushed for answers. Flyers were distributed. Social media campaigns grew. Missing persons databases were updated. But without physical evidence, the investigation stalled. There were rumors, unverified sightings, online tips that led nowhere. The family and loved ones were trapped in between whether to hope or not. Law enforcement faced a familiar challenge. Without proof of harm, resources were limited. The case remained open, but cold. For years, Morgan Bauer existed in a painful limbo. Then a name emerges, Jonathan Warren. Behind the scenes, investigators continued working quietly. Over time, attention turned toward individuals Morgan had interacted with before she vanished, including Jonathan Alexander Warren. Warren was not publicly named early on, but investigators later revealed he had been on their radar for years. There was no arrest, no charge, no evidence strong enough to act on. Until 2023, the 2023 search where everything changes. In July 2023, law enforcement executed a search warrant at a property in Porterdale, Georgia. This was not a routine operation. Multiple agencies were involved, including local police, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. During the search, investigators recovered items of evidentiary interest, carefully documented, deliberately processed. Authorities did not release details immediately, but they confirmed something crucial: that the case had advanced. For the first time in 7 years, the investigation shifted direction. In August 2023, arrests were made. Jonathan Alexander Warren was charged with murder. Caitlin Goebel was charged with concealing a death and tampering with evidence. Shortly after, investigators confirmed the discovery of human remains at the Porterdale property. Those remains were identified as Morgan Bauer. After 7 years, the question of where Morgan was had an answer. She had been there all along. The recovery of Morgan's remains provided what investigators had lacked for years: physical proof. This allowed prosecutors to elevate charges, secure arrests, move the case into the courtroom. It also confirmed what many families of missing persons fear most: that answers sometimes come too late. For Morgan's loved ones, the discovery brought clarity, not closure. but they had to accept it no matter how painful it was. Why this case mattered. Morgan Bauer's case highlights critical issues seen across many missing persons investigations. The vulnerability of young adults. How unstable living situations complicate timelines. How cases can stall without physical evidence. The importance of long-term investigative persistence. This case did not end because someone gave up. It ended because someone didn't. Morgan Bauer disappeared in 2016. She was found in 2023. 7 years is a long time to wait for the truth. But this case proves that silence does not equal abandonment. Justice may be delayed, but sometimes it still arrives. If this story teaches us anything, it's that missing does not mean forgotten. It teaches us that cold cases may not always remain cold forever. Someone somewhere will one day speak up. Someone will one day bring in evidence. Someone somewhere will one day point a finger. Someone somewhere will one day make a mistake. And the truth will come out, no matter how long it was buried.